Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Golf. Today we're talking about sinuses. Yes, so I'm a long time sinus slash migraine sufferer. And so I thought it would be kind of a neat video to show you guys what I've done to kind of make my journey with headaches and sinus issues better. So stay tuned, it won't be long, but some very cool all natural remedies that can make your sinuses and headaches way better. So if you're like me and you're not a huge fan of taking Nasonex and everything else and decongestion and a million different prescriptions, here are roughly 10 to 12 things that I do that make my sinuses way better and way more tolerable on a day in, day out situation. So let's get rid of those. And again, let me tell you, I am not a doctor, nor am I trying to play one on social media, but wanted to show you some of the things that have worked and some of the things that don't work for me. So one of the things that I like to use, and this is by Boom, B-O-O-M, is a little kind of inhaler. For those of us who are a little older, these were made years ago by a number of different companies. Boom has kind of come out with these and a bunch of different scents or flavors, as people say. This is a great kind of little pick-me-up. You put it under your nostrils, obviously. Vicks used to make this when we were kids. I just took the label off this one. But Boom is a great little thing to kind of get your sinuses going, wake them up, and kind of clear them out. So I like Boom. I think there's about $3 or $4 each. They may be even more. I like it. It's not my favorite thing ever, but it does certainly help. The next thing up that you guys have probably seen before is something called Zook or Zoke. I'm not sure how exactly it's pronounced, but this is actually like an air pressure tool. And so what this is you can actually put this in your ear when you have pressure for your headaches or sinuses. There's a number of myriad of different ways. You can either push it in and hold it and slowly let the air out, or kind of constantly push it. A number of ways. I'll direct you again to Zook's website. What I find with this, which is odd, I always tell people I don't think this works a lot. But I will say is when I use this, my headaches and sinuses go away, not instantly, but throughout the day. So I think I paid $30 or $40 for this years ago. I know the price has probably gone up, but it's definitely worth a shot. It definitely helps. And again, when I wake up in the morning with a headache or with sinus issues and just the pressure, the overall pressure underneath my eyes, this little guy has kind of really done some nice work, which is odd. And I think the gentleman who created this is a neurologist, so probably knew it's pressure getting built up. But basically stick this in your ear again, push it in your ear, hold it, a number of different ways to do it. And it works. I know it's so bizarre, but it works. So anyway, Zook or Zoke or however it's pronounced, definitely one of the tools I use on a regular basis for sinus and migraine issues. Next one up, and this is one of my favorite, and this is frozen, this is why it looks so funny, is I will actually take this, I think this is, I'll call it a polar roller. This is more for, like if you have injuries or you're trying to get muscles iced off or iced out. This I think is made by GoFit, yeah. What I do is I actually will take this underneath my eyes and my sinuses and roll it slowly back and forth. And this thing, man, it is a huge help for me. So I also get headaches in the back of my head, and I also will use this to roll in the back of my head. This stays cold, obviously not as frozen as it looks for, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe at most. But it really is a big help. And I think these are $15, $20 at most. But again, another tool that I've used that I really have had success with. And again, my whole point is I'm trying to find things natural, that I'm not just popping pills and taking sinus medication all day long. So anyway, the Polar Roller, funny name, good little tool. Next thing up. You may have seen it, you may have heard about it, you probably were advertised it 5 million times, the Sinusonic, or Sinusonic. How does this work? Do we think it works? Do we like it? And I'll just kind of, obviously you put your nose here, and I'll just show you, you can audibly hear it as well as how this thing works. So you actually will push kind of the button in there, and you can kind of hear it. I'll put it near my mic, probably helps. So what they say happens is it actually will kind of micro-pulse your sinuses and relieve draining and relieve the pressure of said sinuses. They say to do this twice a day for, I think it's 2 minutes. And I'm going to just let this kind of play so you can hear how this thing works. And I'll show you guys. You'll hear it. You won't see me, but you'll hear it. So you audibly want to breathe it in until you get that whistling noise. And that's the goal. If you breathe slow and real shallow, it doesn't work. You really have to kind of breathe in. And that's how it works. So I like this. It's odd. It almost looks like it's a breast pump for milk. It is not. It is for your sinuses. The jury's out. What I like and what I don't like about this, and really everybody's different, is this is kind of a temporary thing. This lasts, I think, anywhere between 3 and 6 months. There's no way to charge it. There's no way to do anything to it. And so it's a temporary thing. So it's like $50, 6 maybe months at the most, maybe 9. I'm not really sure how long some people have had it. Mine's 4 months old, and it still works. I'm going to be quiet because I'm going to hear you guys hear the audible when it's done. So you can hear that little tone, do-do-do-do. It sounds like a washing machine or dryer, but that's to let you know, I like this. Do I think it works perfectly? I don't know. I don't know. Jury's still out. Maybe I'll do a follow-up review of just this product later in the year, but I think for the $8 or $9 a month, is it worth it? I mean, God, I pay that for my everything else for medication. For, you know, a box of these from CVS will cost you $8, $9. So, you know, is it worth doing? Yeah, listen, I think it's worth a shot. It may work great for you. Again, I'll put the technology up in the link so you guys can see more Sinusonic. But again, another product that I've used, that I've liked, and it's interesting. I know there's some other brands out there. I know Cephalene and some other brands do it where it kind of is supposed to do the same type of thing where it connects, and I'm not really sure. So one of the last things, not last things, but one of the things I use all the time, you know, if I get a bad migraine, is I have heat masks, which this I bought from, I think, Amazon for $30. I also have an ice cold one. These two things in therapy are incredible. The heat and then the ice really help drain my sinuses, and it makes you feel way better. This, I will say, the one from Amazon, I think it was $25 or $30. It can really get hot really quick. And so be careful. If you put this on your face for 45 minutes, you may burn your skin. And again, made in China. I don't think it's the greatest of quality. But again, long plug, super long extension, super easy to use. But overall, I like using it. I just don't use it all the time, maybe once a month. The mask I use all the time, I like. But even better than that mask is this guy. And this one I absolutely love. This is a full face that your face goes on. I'll take a picture of me wearing it. But this is phenomenal. This I think I also bought from either CVS or Amazon, I'm not sure. But it's frozen, you stick it in, and you can also turn it inside out if the other side gets warm. But maybe 5-10 minutes of using this. Obviously your nose goes in here, gets your eyes, your sinuses, your forehead. I think they call this a migraine hat. But love this. I mean, this is worth its weight in gold for me. Absolutely love this. Again, not expensive, but definitely if you have migraines and you feel like I do, where you get them in your sinuses, this is a great tool to have. So last thing that I'm going to show you guys, say that I use all the time, and this is one of the weirdest gadgets I've ever used, is the Navage. And Navage is an incredible device. It's like a neti pot for those who have done it. I'm just showing you guys how this goes together here. And you've probably seen videos of people going, ah, and they gagging on it, what have you. So what you essentially do is you put water in here. You can see where the fill line is. You then put one of these saline-induced little capsules in here. You put it in there, you close it up. I'm not going to do it because it'll waste it. I like to rinse it up, and then you'll hear audibly. I actually won't let me do this without it in, but you push this button in, halfway it gets a suction, you do the full way, it gets full suction, and it literally rinses the water through your sinuses. This is an incredible device. These aren't cheap. They're $100. I will say you can go on eBay and not buy used ones, but they make refurbished ones that are like 40 or 50 bucks. These refills, I think they're like 10 bucks, $10 to $11 if you get the plain ones. I also have some other scented ones that are a little more expensive. You do one of these a day, you clean your sinuses out, you feel like a new person. But again, I know I've talked to a lot of people, certainly on the golfing side of things, who have sinus allergies. Man, I do the worst things possible. I'm a golfer and I wear fragrances, and it's I probably couldn't pick two worst things to do for my sinuses. But again, I just wanted to show you guys all the different natural remedies I've used. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to prescribe anything to you. But of all these different things I use, by this, again, just some of the things I've done in the last decade or so that have really helped me keep my sinuses at bay. So anyway, guys, like always, I appreciate you. If you're new, please subscribe, please like, and we will see you next time, maybe talking about golf stuff. Anyway, guys, see you next time. Take care.